was loud. There we go. Okay. Good morning. Happy New Year, almost. I can't believe it. I know. Yeah, in Australia, it's 2025. I can't believe it is 2025. So, have you set your New Year's intentions yet? Or someone was telling me that what they do is they just have a word for the year. And she said her word was going to be choices. And I thought that was interesting because I had just been listening to all those things about Jimmy Carter. And he talked about how he made choices just from his faith and his need to fulfill the greater good. And I just thought that was kind of cool. So anyway, I'm going to give you a few moments to just turn inward and hopefully choose to just be present with yourself this morning. Let go of everything else. And choose to monitor your breath. And please bring hands to heart center. May we all make the choice to go inside every day, get to know ourselves better inside, and then the choices we make for the outside world be much, much more true to us. And maybe we'll notice that there is grace within us and within others and all around us. Please lower your hands, open your eyes, and we're just going to start on our backs. So go ahead and lay down. Maybe take a nice big stretch. Stretch your legs long, stretch your arms long. Ugh. And then go ahead and hug your knees in. Just kind of roll side to side, feeling that. And then interlace around your right thigh. Stretch both legs straight. You can choose to hold the left leg off the floor a little bit or down to the floor. And then move your right foot in a circle. Stretch out your calf and ankle. Good, now bend your left knee, place the foot flat, and bring the ankle over, your right ankle over your left thigh. Then interlace if you want to. You don't have to if your hips are tight and you just want to keep it there, fine. You want a big opening, interlace in front of the shin. Ooh, tightness here. Go easy on yourself to start. And then release the interlace, hug the knees in again. And we'll switch interlace behind the left thigh, extend the right leg and the left leg straight. Move your ankle around. You can hover the right leg if that feels safe and good. Just check in with your left hamstrings, your left hip. Maybe, oh, I want to put that hip socket or the femur bone in the socket. Good, and then bending the right knee, bring the left ankle across and interlace wherever it feels like a good spot for you. Try and keep, you just kind of think, I want to keep a little curve in my low spine. I don't want to round it really. And you'll get a little more stretch in that hip. One more breath. And then unwind, hug both your knees in again. And then push your knees away from you. Make your shins parallel to the floor. And just check your spine. Think long spine all the way, neutral spine. Hands on the thighs. Press up and away for a little abdominal bracing. And if you want to add a little more challenge, lift your head and shoulders. Might feel your low back touch down. It's okay. Try and keep a neutral spine as much as possible. And then relax, hug your knees in. Feel that release. We'll do that one more time. So hands to the thighs as you bring those thighs back up. Press up and away. If you want to, add the head and shoulders. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. If that's too much, just keep the head down. It's okay. And just reach your hands towards your ankles now. And then see if you can kick up to Navasana. Woo! That was a little challenge. Good. And then release and come to all fours. It's working. And then just move through some cat-cow, or if you want to do a figure eight or circles, whatever feels good. Loosen everything up. pause with a flat back and extend your right leg straight back. Draw your rib cage back. Add the left arm. And release and switch. Left leg, right arm. And please release. And just kind of move forward and back to stretch out your wrists. Maybe challenge your calves a little bit more. You can go all the way back to your heels if you want. And then forward. And then pause. When you're right in the middle again, swivel your right foot off to the side, extend your left leg, and stretch up to that Vasisthasana variation. But just for a little bit more stretch in the side body, stretch your arm by your ear, palm facing down, and then just kind of arc towards the floor. Oh, that feels awesome. And come on down. Straighten everything out and then switch. Left foot swivels, right foot extends. And stretch the arm by your ear and arc. Good, and then come on down. And just keep your toes curled under. Walk your hands back and come on up to your knees. Interlace your hands. Stretch your palms forward and then stretch up. Don't let your ribs pop out, and then arc to your right. And up and over to your left. Let's do this a few times. All right. And to the left. Good. And release. Sit on your heels if that feels okay. Stretch out your knees. And then walk forward and come to your first downward facing dog. So make sure your hands are in front of your shoulders before you come up. Check your alignment. Walk out your doggy. And just for fun, extend your right leg. Just kind of feel that stretch. Keep your hips square to the floor. And bring that foot down. Extend your left leg. And bring it down. And go ahead and take child's pose for real this time. Few breaths. And then making your way back to downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. And push back downward facing dog. Just do this a few more times. Just go slow. So inhale to plank. Exhale to down dog. 3 more times. Really supporting the shoulders, front and back. And then next time you're in plank, hold there and lower to the mat. Good. Stretch your feet long. Lift to cobra. And lower down. Good. Now bring both your hands, like just touch the back of your head, forehead down, and lift up to cobra, and just a little twist to the left. Hold, and come on down. Breath. Inhale, lift up to cobra, twist to the right. And come on down. Hands by your chest. Push up and back. Downward facing dog. Come forward to plank again. And this time, hold in plank, lift just your right leg up, set it back down. Left leg up, set it back down. Keep going, right leg, left leg, right leg. Use those glutes and hamstrings, left leg. Keep your plank nice and even. Right leg, left leg. One more time. Right leg, hold it, release it. Left leg, hold it, release it, and push back down. Facing dog, and this time you get a little child's pose. Got my heart rate going. I hope you did too. And then making your way back to downward facing dog. And please step your feet to your hands. Come to a forward fold. And just kind of, if you can, grab your elbows. Loosen everything up here. Really notice your feet and your ankles and your legs. And then one vertebra at a time, roll up to standing. Oh, good. Do a little balancing. So standing on your right foot, lift your left knee and maybe interlace in front of the knee. Well done. Release and switch. Interlace if you're feeling stable. Yeah. One armed. One side always feels different. And release. Good. Back to the first side, but this time you're going to bring it behind you. So standing on the right foot, find the quad stretch. If you're feeling it, extend your right arm. Good, release. Switch. And release. Good, one more chance on the right foot. But this time you're going to bring your knee forward. Just keep your hands where they're going to help you balance. So bring the left knee forward. And then very slowly bring it back to the quad stretch. And then as you transition back to the knee in front, just don't try not to let it touch down. Knee up and down. Good. Switch sides. Go moving slow, kind of helps with the balance. Move it back. Extend up. Release the foot. Bring the knee forward and down. Good. Good. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Pranam. And step back to downward facing dog again. I'm going to do one more little plank hold. So make sure you feel stable in the shoulders as you come forward to plank. Think broaden the clavicles. Really keep the shoulders in the sockets. And you're just going to bring your right knee to your chest for mountain climber and then extend it back. Staying in plank, left knee, extend it back. 4 more times each side. Keep breathing. Good. When you're done, push back to downward facing dog and take a child's pose. Relax everything. And then come on up to all fours. If hopefully your blocks are handy, bring your blocks under your hands, handy for your hands. And make your way downward facing dog. And step your feet to your blocks, or between your blocks, I should say. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we're going to try a little variation of that balancing that we did. So inhale, stretch your arms up again. And as you do, lift your right knee. Good. And then just lean forward as you step that foot back. You can use your blocks if you need to a deep lunge and then crescent warrior. Good. Hands to heart center. Lean forward. Shift your weight. Maybe bring the knee up and down. Good job. Inhale, stretch the arms up, lift the left knee. Exhale. Step that foot back, go slow. Make sure it's in the right spot, and then stretch up, crescent, warrior. Hands to heart center. Lean forward, shift the weight. Maybe lift the knee and bring it down. Good job. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to a downward facing dog. Extend the right leg. Bring knee to chest as you move forward and step it through, deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Hug to the midline, stretch up, Anjane Asana. You can bring hands to knee if you want, or stretch up. Stretch out that left hip flexor and that quad you've been working so hard. Good, and touch down. Lift the back knee, step back, down dog. And we'll do that on the left side. So extend the left leg, hug that knee into the chest, and step it through, deep lunge. Lower the back knee, stretch up, Anjane. One more breath. And touch down. Good. Lift the back knee, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, pranam. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, stretch your arms up as you do. Lift your right knee. Now step it back, not as far, just a little bit so you can ground the back foot down. Straighten the left leg and then fold to Parsvottanasana. So everything stays lined up. Just feel a nice hamstring stretch. Good. Bend into the front knee. Shift your weight. Lift the right knee. And bring it down. Inhale, lift the left knee. Hands to heart center as you ground that foot down. Straighten the right leg. And fold. Parsvottanasana. Heels and sits bones stay lined up. Both heels grounded. And bend into the right knee. Shift the weight. You can push up with your toes. Tilt and lift that knee. And bring it down. Good. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Lift the right knee. You can always use your blocks here as you step back to deep lunge. Crescent warrior. Good. Now, ground the back foot down. See if you can transition to warrior two. Good. Bring your right hand to your hip. your left hand to the block. I'm going to turn mine to the medium height. And we're going to Ardha Chandrasana or half moon. So as you slide your right foot forward, bring your block out and then lift to half moon. So lift the right leg, find your stability, weight right in the middle of the foot. Good, right hand to the hip again, bend the left knee. It's kind of a process. You slide the block back and then slide the foot back, come back to warrior two. Good, now this is a hard transition. You're just gonna swivel your heel up and your hips forward. Crescent warrior. Hands to heart center. Shift your weight. Lift the right knee if you can. And bring it down. Take a breath. The other block up. Inhale. Sweep your arms. Lift your left foot. Step it back. Crescent warrior. Ground the back foot down. The hips turn to the side. The right knee stays forward. Warrior two. Staying totally present with yourself, really feeling your tendencies here. Good, left hand to the hip, right hand to the block. Parsvakonasana, just feel that. And then sliding the foot forward and the block out. Make your way to Ardha Chandrasana. Weight right in the middle of the foot. Thanks, you guys. Good, hand to the hip, bend the knee, slide everything back. Come up, warrior two, take your time. Find the balance. And then that hard transition, you just turn the heel up, stretch the arms forward and up. Crescent warrior. Hands to heart center as you lean forward. Shift your weight. Maybe lift the knee and bring it down. Good. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Pranam. And fold. Just slide the blocks forward of your feet, kind of right under your shoulders. And these are just in case you need them. And then your next inhale, sweep your arms, lift your right knee. Hands to heart center as you step that foot back, but not as far as deep lunge. You just want the toes to touch down so you can find your stability. And then lean forward for warrior three. Lift the back leg. Your blocks are there. You need them. You can stretch your arms if you're really feeling stable. And then touching the toes back down. Ooh, shift your weight, lift the knee, and come on down. Now you know where you're going for the second side. So inhale, lift the left knee, stretch the arms up. Just the toes back enough so you can find the stability in your right foot. I like to start with hands to heart center and then just go for it. Maybe stretch the arms. Good. Touch the toes down, hands to heart center. Shift your weight. Stretch the knee up and down. Good. Well done. Good. Inhale, stretch up. Just your arms. Exhale, fold. On and fold. Step back to a downward facing dog without your blocks. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale to cobra. Exhale down. One more time, cobra. And push all the way back to child's pose. Feel that letting go. And then come on up to all fours. Swivel your feet to one side and transition to a seated position. Your feet stretched out and legs. You can inner spiral if you need to. I just kind of think up, fingertips down, Dandasana. Feel really grounded. And then just bend your right knee. You can keep it in line with your sits bone, or if you can ground your foot down, you can bring it across. Interlace, lengthen up by pulling up and back with your hands. And then add the twist if you'd like. So I grab my knee with my elbow, my right hand behind you. Big twist. Wring out all those internal organs. Just take your time here. It's like a process. You inhale and lengthen up. You exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. Feel it in your hip. And finally unwind. Stretch that leg and switch. You decide what feels best. Add the twist when you're ready. Think of it as a process. You're staying with yourself. You're noticing every breath. More breaths. And unwind. Stretch that leg long. Bring the feet wide. You don't have to go to your widest. Make sure you're inner spiraled still so your kneecaps and toes point up. You can stay here if that's enough stretch. I like to push my heels down and isometrically draw them towards each other. And then maybe fold. Just go to a place where it feels like a nice stretch for you. Not just rounding your back, trying to bend at the hip creases. Breathing. You get to choose what's best for your body in every pose. And then come on up. Then just to your right knee. So you're at least 90 degrees in this angle, not further. And then just turn and face your left leg. And maybe fold, maybe reach for your ankle or your foot. You decide. Just leaning out over that leg. Feeling it opening. Janu Shirshasana. Head to big toe. Good. Come on up. And we'll switch. And if it doesn't feel good on your knees, feel free to keep both legs extended. And just face the opposite leg. Big stretch. I like to rest on the top of my foot and resist with the foot. Feels a little bit different. You just do what feels good for you today. Two more breaths. Come on up. Stretch your legs back out in front of you. You can stay in Dandasana if that's where you're at today, or you can fold to Paschimottanasana. Just like you're lengthening out. And then come on back up. Check and see where you are on your mat. You might need to scoot your butt forward a little bit. You can grab behind your thighs if you want to. We're going to do Navasana. So stretch up either shins parallel or legs stretched. You decide. And then an optional Ardha Navasana, you're just going to slowly lower to the ground. Just keep the upper shoulders rounded. Slowly lower the legs and the torso. See if you can hold it slow and then go on your back. Stretch your arms and your legs long. And then bending your knees. Hug them in. Give yourself a little hug here. A New Year's hug. And again, interlace behind the right thigh. Stretch both legs straight. Notice the difference in your hamstrings. Whew. Amazing for me. Feel a lot looser. Good, and then bending the left knee, bring the right ankle across, interlace behind the thigh or the shin, or in front of the shin if that feels like a good stretch for you. You can even rock side to side. Good, and then unwind, interlace behind the left thigh, stretch both legs straight. I'm just hovering my opposite leg for today. Notice the stretch. You can point and flex your foot a few times. And then placing the left ankle on the right thigh. Interlace where it feels good. And then unwind. Reach the feet up towards the ceiling. Your feet are wide, your knees are wide. And then grab the little toe side of your feet for happy baby. We have to do happy baby. We have to be ready to get on the floor with those babies in our lives. Can play here a little bit. Straightening if that feels good. Good, and then release your feet. Bring the feet down to the mat wide, arms and cactus, and just do a few windshield wipers. Loosen up your back. And then when you feel ready, go ahead and stretch out for Shavasana, a well-deserved New Year's rest. Choose to let go of any tension, any muscle energy. Today, feel like the sun is shining on you. Try to visualize that shining on your face, shining on your shoulders. As you continue to relax, I just wanted to share a reading from Marianne Williamson, my favorite. Endless love and power are available to me whenever I remember who I am. I am a child of the universe, a thought in the mind of God, forever surrounded and sustained by the substance of divine mind. I open my mind today to the remembrance of my true nature and the nature of the universe. I open my mind and I open my eyes today to the love that is all around me. With every breath, I drink in the holy substance that infuses all things. On this day, I remember and will not forget that love is all around me. I acknowledge love's presence in myself and others and breathe in with every breath all the power it bestows. It's okay, Ozzy. It's just me. Really? Quinn's dog's barking at us. You at home are wondering who I'm talking to. So please begin to find your breath again. Just thinking of drawing in good things, the inhale, and sending out lots of good things to those around on the exhale. Life force, the prana. And then begin to move in small ways when you're ready. Time. Make your way back to seated when you're ready. Just bring hands to heart center. I bow to that beautiful light that was placed inside each of you. Namaste. And Happy New Year. Hope you have a great New Year's Eve, and this will hopefully be one of the better years for you.